right, here's the snap. The hold, the kick is up, and the kick is no
Blocked.
good. It's no good. He kicked a low kick right there. So with 11:37 left in the first quarter, Callaway on top 13-0. We'll take a quick 30 spot back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi friends, it's TOWD at Kia LaGrange. The 2020 Kia Sportage LX is here with all new, updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rivals vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power under the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today and take a look, take a test drive, take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America. Sign number 111569. See Kia LaGrange for complete details.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, welcome back, everybody, live here at Callaway Stadium. Callaway on top 13-0 over Cross Keys. Callaway scored on their first two plays of the game. And after the kickoff, Cross Keys going to set up shop on their own 35-yard line, and he's going to plow forward the fullback for about two tough yards right there, Chris.
Yeah, come over that right side. I'm telling you, that right guard, number 64 on this side over here, Mohammed Kabah, that's a good-sized kid right there.
Yeah, he's a big old kid. 77, their center's a good-sized player as well. The Cross Keys going to line up in an I formation. Quarterback under center. Here's the snap. He's going to give it straight ahead to his tailback, and he's just blown up in the backfield by number 14 for the Cavaliers. That's Anthony Elliott, and number 57, Nate Lee, also in on the tackle for the Cavaliers. So that's going to set up a third down, and we'll call it a long 8 here, Chris. So like what you see from the Cavaliers, you're playing an overmatched opponent right here, but you can't take any plays off. Just, play the game the right way, make the tackle, and force the punt.
Yeah, it's like the intensity by the defense opening up on this first series for Cross Keys.
All right. I formation, 3rd and 8. Here's the snap. He's going to drop back to pass. He's looking.
Under
He's
pressure.
sacked by a host of Cavaliers led by R.J. Williams and number 10, Jabari Smith. Also number 9, Keyshawn Suggs on the sack as well. So good start for the defense. I
tell you, we've been calling our fullback's name a lot too the last couple of weeks. Jabari, he's been playing a little defense, and he had a big game. He was in on a lot of tackles. I don't know what his total was last week against LaGrange, but Jabari had a big game on defense last week.
All right, so that's going to set up a 4th down and 13 for Cross Keys. They're going to be punting from their 32-yard line. Back deep for the Cavaliers is Tank Bigsby standing on his own 35. All right. Well, here is the snap. The kick. The kick is up. The low line drive kick. Tank's going to wave his hands, and that ball's going to, looks like it's going to die right around the 32.5-yard line of Callaway. Nice little punt there by Cross Keys.
That was, and got a friendly roll out of it too.
So nice little punt, change of field position for the Cavaliers. Callaway's in their offensive huddle, and they're now going to take the field with a 13-0 lead. 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line. All right. Callaway's going to be in a shotgun. Demetrius Coleman with Tank Bigsby. To the near side is Antonez Blunt. To the far side is Jameer Jones, who had the touchdown reception on the last play. All right, Demetrius claps his hand. He takes the snap. He gives it to Tank Bigsby, who charges ahead to the 40. He's to the 50. He might be gone again, Chris. 40, 30,
got a flag
20,
on the play.
10, 5, touchdown. Touchdown, Tank Bigsby.
I think we're going to have a block in the back right here on about the 48-yard line. I'm not sure if that's what they called or not, but I seen one. It's going to be a block in the back or holding.
And that was kind of unnecessary,
Yeah, he was already gone.
With a team like this, it's kind of when you get past the line of scrimmage, it's best to probably just not engage with anybody. So nice 67-yard touchdown wiped out by a block in the back penalty against the Cavaliers. So, Chris, you've seen a couple of plays now. You've kind of seen the situation we're in here. It's not going to shock me if the young pups get in here before the end of the first quarter.
They were. I was saying second half earlier on, but they may be in, going into the second quarter. I know Tank and Demetrius and probably some of those other, key players on offense will be out by then, I'm sure.
So Callaway is going to have a second down, and we'll call it 3. Same formation, shotgun set. Demetrius in the backfield with Tank Bigsby, Marcus Mormon in the slot. Looks like there's a little setup with the chain. Excuse me, maybe first and 1. On the penalty. Okay. All right, Demetrius in the shotgun, brings Mormon in motion. He's going to give it to him on the fly sweep, and he's to the 40. He's to the 50, 40, 30. He cuts back at the 25.
Got another
and we're going to have a touchdown. Marcus Mormon, we got another flag out, and it's like we said, Chris.
Be right here at the 21. I seen that one too.
Yeah, there's no need to engage downfield in a game like this. So there's another touchdown called back, and that's 4 plays, 4 touchdowns that Callaway's technically had, and now we've had 2 flags. So
Tate Johnson standing by himself back there on the 50. He knows what's coming.
So it looks like, is it going to be a hold or a block in the back?
I seen Callaway's receiver throw his hands up and, like he didn't do anything, but it was definitely on us. Now they're bringing the ball back to. Oh, that's 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Okay. So first down, Callaway. Be a 10-yard penalty, which will back them up to the 32-yard line. They're in Cross Keys territory. Callaway in the shotgun, trips to the far side of the formation. Marcus Mormon out wide. Jalen Shepard in the slot. Demetrius claps his hands. He takes a snap, another low snap. He's going to rear back and throw it deep. He's got a man downfield. Marcus Mormon on the touchdown reception for the Cavaliers. His first touchdown of the season. And that was a nice ball.
Nice ball, yeah. Had a mess up on the exchange again, which you kind of expect that with having neighbors out.
Yeah, Christian Moon is our center.
Christian Moon, they'll get in rhythm here in a few minutes, but great play by Demetrius to pick it up, stay poised, and hit Marcus over in the right-hand corner of the end zone.
Yeah, Marcus Mormon, nice touchdown reception there for the Cavaliers. That a 32-yard touchdown pass for Demetrius Coleman. So here's the extra point. Is up, and it is good. Eubanks drilling the extra point. Callaway on top 20-0. 8:29 left in the first quarter. We're going to take a timeout back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody. Live here at Callaway Stadium. I'm Andrew Caraway with my broadcast partner, Chris Wheelis. And, Chris, this has been smooth sailing to start this game. Callaway's literally scored every time they've touched the ball. They've built a 20-0 lead early in the first quarter. So here's our kickoff brought to you by Your Pie of LaGrange. It's going to bounce around the 20-yard line. I think that's picked up.
He did. He picked it back up.
Yeah, he did pick that up. So, man, they almost had another situation like they did on the opening kickoff there, Chris.
Yeah, that was like when he went to catch it. Look Like Coach Hendricks used to say back in the day, went right through the old bread basket.
So here comes the Cross Keys offense. They're in the huddle. Callaway's defense in the huddle as well. All right. Looks like we're going to have an I formation. Wide receiver split to each side for Cross Keys. Quarterback's under center. He's going to take the snap, give it straight ahead to his tailback, and he's just met by Anthony Elliott in the backfield. Maybe no gain on the play there, Chris. Doing a good job of penetration on this Cross Keys offensive line.
Yeah, they were all over that one. Good penetration by the linebackers for Callaway. They were there before we ever got. Looked like a loss of 1 before we ever got to the line.
So, yep, 1 yard loss on the play. Will set up a 2nd down and 11 for Cross Keys. Looks like number 7 is going to exit the ball game for the Chiefs. I think that's their team name, the Chiefs.
That's Malik Towns. I think he was last one getting up off the pile, kind of slow. Might have got stepped on. Or.
All right, Cross Keys breaks the huddle. I formation again, split wide receivers. Callaway and base defense. Here's the snap. Give straight ahead to their tailback, and he's met again by Anthony Elliott and driven back. Charlie Dixon finishing him off on the tackle. So like to see the physicality from the Cavaliers.
Yes, great pursuit, like I said, out of the linebackers. The defensive line taking on the blocks and all the backers doing what they're supposed to do, pursuing the ball, and got maybe a yard out of that one?
Maybe if he was lucky.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
All right. Let's wait for them to break the huddle. Looks like Cross Keys wants to use as much of that play clock as possible. Can't say I blame them. All right, they're going to break the huddle. I formation. Quarterback goes under center. He takes the snap. He gives it straight ahead to his fullback. He's got a nice hold, and it's closed by Anthony Elliott. He may have picked up 2 yards up to the 27-yard line, Chris.
I thought when he handed it to him, he had, 5, 6, 7 yards running distance. But like you said, Anthony closed the door on him. Brings up, looks like 4 and about a long 5, closer to 6, I guess.
Yep, so that's going to set up a punting situation for Cross Keys. Deep man for the Cavs is going to be Tank Bigsby. No, excuse me, Jalen Shepard is back deep for the Cavaliers. All right. Cross Keys back in punting formation.
He got off a good one a while ago.
He did. He pinned Callaway inside the 30-yard line. All right.
He's turning around watching the clock.
Here's the snap, high snap. It's going to be taken and punted.
Another pretty good kick.
Low line drive kick. Shepard's going to field it and take a knee at the 27-yard line. I think he didn't like what he saw there on the return. He may have just looked like Callaway came after the punt right there.
Yeah.
So Callaway set up shop at the 37-yard line. So we're getting a bunch of guys some work back there returning kicks. Got a lot of options back there for the kicking game. All right. Well, Callaway heads back onto the field. Looks like number 23 has entered the game for the Cavaliers. Cameron Smith, who had the big 70-yard pick 6 against LaGrange last week. Demetrius Coleman in the shotgun. Tank Bigsby behind him. Tank to the right of Demetrius' shoulder. He claps his hands, takes the snap. He's going to drop back and throw it. And it's complete on the outside to Smith. He's up for a first down. He's to the 50. He's down to the 42-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and there's a flag on the play. Let's check the flag there, Chris.
I think the way I seen him spin around, it may be a face mask.
And for Cross Keys' sake, you hope maybe that they didn't see a flag or anything on that one. So I think you're correct. I think face mask will be the call. But nice reception right there by Cameron Smith. That's his first catch of the season.
Yes.
All right, so the officiating crew is marking off the penalty. It looks like personal foul, face mask will be the call against Cross Keys, and that's unfortunate for them. That's been the first time they've tackled a Cavalier on offense tonight. All right. So Callaway now inside the 30-yard line down to the 28-yard line. Demetrius in the shotgun. Tank Bigsby behind him. We've got twins to the near side. Marcus Mormon in the slot. Here's the snap. And we got, it looks like we're going to false start on Tank. I think he flinched in the backfield.
Yeah.
That's going to back us up 5 yards.
False start, number 54 on the offense, 5 yards from the previous spot. First down.
Did they say 54?
Yeah, they call it on Tate Johnson.
Yeah,
He's got a little.
He got a little antsy.
Look
right
like
there.
Tank did get a little bit a step start too. So it's probably both of them at the same time.
All right, so Callaway's going to be backed up 5 yards, be first and 15 on the false start infraction. Callaway be in the shotgun. Demetrius at quarterback, Tank right behind him. Twins to the near side. Marcus Mormon in the slot. Demetrius claps his hands, takes the snap. He's going to give it to Tank. He's at the 35. He's down to the 30. He's down to the 25. What a block to the 10, 5. Touchdown Callaway. Touchdown Tank Bigsby.
Got another flag.
Another flag out. You don't want to see this getting too sloppy here with the flags. So Callaway's had a couple of touchdowns called back. We'll see what the officiating crew calls here.
Man, that was a heck of a block by Marion Copeland out here on this end. I mean, he leveled the Cross Keys defensive back to spring Tank on that one.
Holding 23 on the Cavaliers. That's Cameron Smith will be the guilty party. And that's going to happen with a young guy out there trying to learn, trying to make a play. You know, you're going to get penalties like that. So that wipes out a Tank Bigsby touchdown run, but nonetheless, be first down and 7 at the 24-yard line. Demetrius in the shotgun. He's going to play action fake, roll to his right. He's looking. He's got a man open downfield, and it's actually deflected.
Yeah, broken up.
By number 10 for Cross Keys, deflecting. That would have been a touchdown catch,
yes,
too. Nice coverage by Cross Keys.
That was Jonathan Morales, the senior from Cross Keys.
You'd like to see a little bit more zip on the ball, too, on these passes. You know, I know some of these guys are pretty open, but those windows will be a lot tighter next week.
Yeah, and that was kind of a tight window he tried to put it in then.
All right, so Callaway back in the shotgun. Marcus Mormon to the near side. Demetrius takes the snap. He's going to fake it to Tank Bigsby. He's around left into the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Touchdown, Demetrius Coleman.
Another flag.
Another flag out. All right, this is getting a little. Who held this time? Man.
Looks like we're going to have over here on this corner.
Now, I tell you what, Chris, you know, it's like we talked about earlier. There's no need to engage once you get past the line of scrimmage in this particular ball game right here. You know, once you make it past the first level, there's really no one that's going to stop our athletes. So, you know, some learning points.
Yeah,
you know, these are completely on us right here.
They were, you know, they taught like in practice, you know, play till the whistle blows, and you got to give them a. Got to give them an A for that, for sticking to what they're taught to do. But yeah, young guys, they'll get out of it.
All right, Coleman back in the shotgun. Tank Bigsby in the game. Looks like a Cross Keys player got a little head start into the neutral zone. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. And man, it's if this had been any other opponent, you know, 4 touchdowns called back in the first quarter, I'd be losing my mind up here. But you know, you just kind of, these are definitely learning moments.
Yes.
You know, and it's definitely a way to work on their technique down there when they're blocking.
And you know, like you said, other than the one that was against Tate, all of them other ones was the young guys.
All right. Demetrius in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap. He's going to give it straight ahead to Tank Bigsby, who makes a man miss. What a move.
What a move.
He's
by
down
Tank.
straight ahead, and he's going to walk
Touchdown.
into the end zone. No flags this time.
Man, that was a heck of a move.
What a move there by Tank Bigsby.
That was all on Tank there. He should have been tackled at the line of scrimmage.
Not a very good job up front by the offensive line, but, man, he made that happen.
Yes.
And so that was from, I think it was from 24 yards out. Tank Bigsby with his second touchdown of the game with 4:05 left here in the first quarter. Eubanks back to kick the extra point for the Cavs. Taylor Smith holding. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So 4:05 left in the first quarter. Callaway on top 27-0. We're going to take a timeout back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody, live here at Callaway Stadium, where Tank Bigsby just juked the whole Cross Keys defense for a 24-yard touchdown. Callaway on top 27-0 late in this first quarter. And here's the kickoff brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet and Buick and GMC down in Opelika. It's going to be taken around the 30, excuse me, the 20. He's upended at the 25-yard line. Chris, that was a big hit. Yeah, I'm surprised he got back up from that.
Looked like Jalen Shepard on the tackle for Callaway on that one. He got up kind of slow himself.
All right, so here comes both teams back onto the field. All right, Cross Keys
setting up on about the 25-yard line, looks like.
All right, Cross Keys is going to break the huddle, I formation.
Looks like we already got several youngsters in there on defense already.
Yeah, I want to start calling some numbers here. I formation for Cross Keys. Here's a snap given straight ahead to the tailback. He's swarmed, and he breaks out of the hole.
Out of there. He gets out.
And he's tackled. Touchdown saving tackle made. Was that a 23 on the tackle, I think?
Yeah,
Cameron Smith making up for the penalty right there.
I don't know how in the world he got out of that. There was like 10 in 10 Callaway jerseys on the ball carrier.
So Ladarius Williams in for the Cavaliers. Number 32 is in. Jarvis Parks for the Callaway Cavaliers. Cameron Smith in at safety. Number 27 is in the game. Trey Stevens. A lot of guys. Charlie Dixon and RJ are still in the ball game. You kind of want those guys to kind of quarterback the defense with the young pups in there. So Cross Keys breaks the huddle, I formation, split wide receivers. Here's a snap. He drops back, play action pass. He's going to roll. He's in trouble, and the entire Callaway defensive line sacks him back at the 30-yard line, Chris. And man, that protection just fell apart on him.
Led by Jamari Smith again on that one, but that was about 4 of them in on that sack there. He just didn't have time to turn around and throw it.
Yeah, not much time at all right there. So it's going to set up a second and very long. We'll call it a 2nd and 18. Back at the 31-yard line of Cross Keys. Cross Keys is going to break the huddle. I formation. Callaway in base defense. Here's the snap, given straight ahead to the fullback, and he's going to be eaten alive by R.J. Williams in the backfield.
Looks like we're going to have a false start on the play.
Yeah. We'll see what the call is here. Yeah, false start on, is it the Cherokees or the Chiefs on Cross Keys? What's their roster say? Indians. The Indians. Gotcha. They had like a Kansas City Chiefs logo on their helmet. So, and for those of you that like the backup Terry videos, Terry in his wheelchair next to the fireworks, that they play that now whenever there's penalties. I think that's pretty funny. So, back up, Terry. All right. Cross Keys, 2nd and 23. They break the huddle. I formation. Ball spotted at the 26. Here's the snap. He drops back to pass, looking. He's going to be sacked. Sacked back at the 20-yard line by number 10, Jabari Smith.
Again.
Mr. Do-It-All.
Yes.
So, and Chris, I personally think this might be the last series for the ones. I think they're going to take the shoulder pads off, and their night's going to be done after this. So 3rd down. We'll call it 3rd and a mile for Cross Keys.
Cross Keys got a good-looking fullback. He's got some size on him, got some speed, too.
I agree. number 42 for Cross Keys for the Indians. Sharp-looking player. All right, I formation, 3rd and a mile. Here's the snap. He drops back. He's going to give it on the counter, and he's just destroyed in the backfield by a host of Callaway Cavaliers led by R.J. Williams and cleaned up by Keyshawn Suggs. And he almost spun out of there again,
he did.
Chris.
He did. That guy, he's like one of our coaches back in the day. He's running slippery. When you grab hold of him, he slips off.
That's right. That's right. So that's going to set up a 4th down and a long way. 4th and 29 for Cross Keys in the punting formation. Jalen Shepard, the single safety back for the Callaway Cavaliers at the 50-yard line. We'll see if he can get a better blocking setup. We'll see if they go for the punt block here. Well, as the buzzer sounds, that'll conclude the first quarter. Callaway on top 27-0. We're going to take a timeout. We'll bring you back for the second quarter of this ball game. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. It's TOWD at Kia LaGrange. The 2020 Kia Sportage LX is here with all new, updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rivals vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power of the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today and take a look. Take a test drive. Take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Stop number 111569. See Kia LaGrange for complete details.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back live here at Callaway Stadium. I'm Andrew Caraway with my broadcast partner Chris Wheelis. A couple of Callaway notes before we start the second quarter. Callaway on top 27-0. We want to remind everybody the cross-country match. It's going to be 8 a.m. tomorrow at the high school. Callaway High School hosting a cross-country match. Tomorrow we're going to have 12 teams there.
Oh, man, that's going to be a big one.
And shout out to the Callaway volleyball team. First place in the region, tied for first place. So shout out to the Lady Cavs doing an outstanding job for us. And, Chris, you got a couple score updates for us.
Yeah, we got a buddy of mine let's see, this was like 20 minutes ago with 4:15 left to go in the first quarter. 7-7 tie with Heard County and Rockmart. So sounds like they got a good one going on up in Rockmart.
I tried to tell everybody that Heard County would look like the New England Patriots by the time we play them. That's how Coach Barron rolls up there.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, don't lick our chops yet. So those guys are going to be scrappy as usual. So as we start the second quarter, Callaway on top 27-0. Cross Keys facing a 4th and 29, back into punt formation. Back to receive the kick for the Cavs. Jalen Shepard at the 50-yard line. All right. Cross Keys in punt formation. Here's the snap. He's going to kick it. Nice kick.
That's a pretty kick right there.
That's going to be bounce and be downed around the 46-yard line of Callaway, and that's where the offense set up shop there, Chris.
Yeah, I'm watching right here as they're coming out there to Coach Napier. I see Demetrius. He's out there still. I don't know if he's going to stay in the game or he may just be out there offering encouragement to whoever the quarterback's going to be, but yeah, looks like he's coming out.
Yeah, still got a lot of the ones still in. Maybe want to just get some work. Just wanted to try to work on some things. We've had a lot of penalties in this game. Maybe just want to penalty-free drive.
Right.
To end on. So Callaway in the shotgun. Twins to both sides of the formation. Demetrius takes the snap, play action fake. He drops back to pass. It's going to be a screen pass caught around the 50, and he's tripped up and fumbles. Recovers his own fumble.
He had a lot of green field in front of him,
that
too.
Was number 22, Carlos Billingsley, the sophomore wide receiver. So, man, like you said, I think he might have scored on that one if if the turf monster hadn't got him. Right, Callaway, second down and long 4 at the Cross Keys 48-yard line. Cameron Smith in at wide receiver. Marcus Mormon in the slot. Demetrius in the shotgun. Tank Bigsby behind him. Demetrius claps his hands. Another low snap. He's going to roll to his right. Looking. He's going to take off and run. He's to the 50. He's to the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Demetrius Coleman. I don't see any flags, Chris.
No flags.
So a 48-yard touchdown for Demetrius Coleman. on the keeper with 11:02 left, 33-0 Callaway.
You know, looking at our offensive line on that drive in the last drive, I don't think they play very many teams that set up in a 3-4, but they're doing a great job of going on in and engaging in the linebackers also.
Yeah.
A lot of teams have trouble with that if they had never played against a 3-4.
Absolutely. Well, the extra point is up, and it is good. So early in the second quarter, 11:02 left, Callaway on top 34-0. We'll take a timeout back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, welcome back, everybody, live here at Callaway Stadium, where Demetrius Coleman just takes the quarterback keeper 48 yards for 6. Callaway on top 34-0 against Cross Keys. Cavs lining back up to kick, going left to right from us. All kickoffs brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick and GMC down in Opelika. Thanks, guys, for your sponsorship. And here's the Eubanks kick. It's a booming kick. Going to be
out of bounds.
Going to roll out of bounds around the 20-yard line. So that's another kick that's gone out of bounds, Chris.
Yeah, he's a lot of times when they do that, they try to kick it too hard, and they hook it. Seen a lot of that last year as the start of the season was in the spring and everything. And Coach Chief, I call him Coach Chief. He's the kicking coach, but he's also the chief of police in Hogansville. Coach Chief, had that squared away, and Hunter Williamson had a heck of a year kicking the ball last year. So I think he's just got to he's over there talking to him now. He's got to get a few of the bugs worked out, but I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, Callaway's always traditionally had really good special teams play. So Cross Keys at the 35-yard line, I formation. Here's a snap, given straight ahead to the tailback, number 34. He's going to run right into the Callaway defense, led by Anthony Elliott again.
He's all over the place.
Man, he's definitely going to add to that tackle total, that's for sure.
Yes.
So second down and 10. Let's see if we got any other new guys in here for the young Cavs. Rivas is still in the game at corner.
Look like we got a new safety in also. I can't get his number. He's turned away from
I think that's
him.
number 26 for the Cavaliers.
Kevin Diaz-Alfaro. Buddy of mine, son.
Sharp-looking athlete back there. All right. Second down and 9 for the Indians. I formation. Here's a snap. Gives straight ahead to the tailback, number 34. He makes it past the first line. He's going to be swarmed by a host of Cavaliers around the 40-yard line, Chris.
That's a pretty good hole right there they opened up for him by the Cross Keys offensive line. That time he had a little bit of room to run, but it closed quickly after he got down the field about two or three yards.
All right. So it's going to set up a third down. We'll call it a long 5 here, Chris. And the Cross Keys just hadn't had time to throw the ball at all. They haven't been able to get a single pass off. I'd be shocked if they had more than maybe 10 or 15 yards of total offense. All right, Cross Keys breaking the huddle. I formation again. Split wide receivers. Callaway back in base defense. Jalen Shepard in the game at corner on the right side. He backs off. Here's a snap, given straight ahead to the tailback, and he's going to be wrapped up by Charlie Dixon in the backfield. And Jalen Shepard finishes him off, and Keyshawn Suggs in on the stop for the Cavaliers. So,
with that I formation they're running, Andrew, they already, and the receivers don't go out very wide. They don't go out but about, 7 or 8 yards. So the defense is already packed in there, so they don't have a lot of ground to cover.
Yep.
So they have, short running distance to get to the ball. So it's actually kind of helping us out.
Last year they ran the power I.
Yeah.
They didn't have a single wide receiver out last year.
Really?
They just ran a goal line, and I think this year they're trying to get some kind of passing game going, but you're right, it's still not really getting us out of the box.
Yeah.
All right, Cross Keys back to punt. Be 4th down and 9. Here's the snap, the kick, another booming kick.
Good kick.
It's going to roll and be down around the 28-yard line by number 7 for Cross Keys.
That would be Malik Towns.
Malik Towns, good job.
The
Malik.
senior wide receiver defensive back for the Cross Keys group.
Before Callaway comes on the field, we want to remind everybody of the Key of LaGrange Coaches Show live Monday nights at Your Pie, downtown LaGrange from 7 to 9 p.m. At 7 o'clock, you got the LaGrange College Panthers. At 7:30, Callaway High School and Coach Pete Wiggins. 8:30, you have head coach of the Troop High Tigers, Tanner Glisson. And at 9 o'clock, you have head coach of the LaGrange Grangers, Chuck Gibbs. So y'all come out and join us on the patio at Your Pie for some pizza and some football. All right, Callaway sets up shop 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line. Demetrius in at quarterback, Tank Bigsby next to him. Here's the snap. It's going to be given to Jalen Shepard on the jet sweep. He's to the 30. He's to the 40, 50, 40. I think he's gone. What a block there at the end.
That was a great block right
10,
there.
5, touchdown. Touchdown, Jalen Shepard.
Who was that? Was that Jameer on that block?
Man, there's another flag. Jalen Shepard cannot get a break.
He can't.
Every touchdown he's had has been called back in the past 2 weeks. That cat's out there like, man, can I just catch a break one time? So,
while they shorten this penalty out, Andrew, I want to send a quick shout out.
Okay.
Remember when I was announcing last week about the big fishing tournament, Pine Road Park, Callaway? There was over 200 teams in that, 200 boats. And Callaway's Houston Gaddy and Nathan Odom finished 9th out of 200 and something teams.
Man.
Yeah, they did a great job.
That's a jam job right there.
It was a hot day. Raised a lot of money, for the Callaway fishing team. But just wanted to send a shout out to Nathan and Houston on a great job, what they did represent Callaway coming in 9th.
Yeah, great job, boys. All right, on the penalty, Callaway's going to take the snap, give it straight ahead to Tank Bigsby, and he's got a crater to run through, and I don't think anybody's going to stop him. He's loose in the backfield. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Tank Bigsby.
Did you see Tate Johnson was keeping up with him on
that
one?
He was. So
Tate just give out on the 20, though.
That's funny. So 69-yard touchdown for Tank Bigsby, and a heck of a job by Tate Johnson trying to keep up with him. So that's going to make the score 40-0 with a little over 7 minutes left here in the first half. So Callaway's going to line up for the extra point. Eubanks in to kick. Andrew Locke in to hold the snap. The hold the kick is up, and the kick is good. It's a nice hold there by Andrew. 7:37 left in the first half. Callaway top 41-0. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody, live here at Callaway Stadium, where the Cavs, Tank Bigsby takes it in 69 yards for the touchdown. Callaway top 41-0 with a little over 7 minutes left in the first half. Callaway lining up to kick, going left to right. Kickoff brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick and GMC down in Opelika. All right, Eubanks is going to kick it. A little pooch kick over to the 20-yard line, and that's going to be fair caught. 25, probably the best decision right there to fair catch around the 24.
Yeah, because they 5 or 6 Callaway defenders right on top of him right there.
All right, so as we
sets
change
them up on about the 24, 23 and a half, I guess.
Yes. Yep, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Getting some more youngsters in there. Look like we got Eli Freeman out here on this right defensive end.
All right. Cross Keys breaks the huddle. I formation. Split wide receivers. They're in tight, like you said, Chris. They're still in there. All right. Waiting on the snap. Here's the snap. Giving straight ahead to the tailback. And he's going to be wrapped up by Anthony Elliott again. Good grief. We've called his name a lot today.
He's going to have 10 or 12 tackles for halftime. Bringing a couple of more of the starters out from defense. Jabari was one of them. Didn't get the number of the other ones, but
and another cool thing too that we've got here tonight, Chris, is we have the PA announcer for the Atlanta Falcons is doing our game. So that's pretty cool right there. If he sounds familiar on the radio,
yeah, I talked to him down on the field for about 5 minutes before the game.
All right, I formation. Here's the snap going straight ahead to the fullback, and he's just destroyed.
Fumble.
Ball's out. It's recovered by number 34 for the Cavs, and he's going to be brought down at the 16-yard line. Number 34, Eli Freeman on the recovery for the Cavs. Good job, Eli. Young Bucks getting in there making some plays, Chris.
Yes.
You know, I know people say it's Cross Keys, but you know these young guys work hard at practice.
Oh, yes. Hey, they tired of getting beat up at practice by the Callaway's offense, so they ready to hit somebody else.
Absolutely. So Callaway setting up 1st and 10 inside the red zone. And Chris, the way we've been moving the ball here, I mean, I don't really think it matters what we call at this point.
Yeah, that's true. And you know, looking at the size of the team that Cross Keys has got, you know, you got the guys on the field, and then you maybe got, another 12, 15 on the other side. So,
yep.
You know good and well, a lot of those guys, probably 6 or 8 of them having to play both ways on both sides of the ball. And this temperature and the size that they are, they're gasping for air right about now, I can bet.
Absolutely.
Got one getting off the field a little late.
All right. Charlie Dixon will enter the game at tailback for the Cavs. Here's the snap. Demetrius going to fake to him, and he's going to throw it up to Keyshawn Suggs. It looked like a little busted play right there.
Yeah.
Maybe we were trying to throw it into the end zone, trying to get it to our tight end, just couldn't get anything on the play.
We'll be a loss of about 4 yards on that one. 3 yards on it.
All right, so 2nd and 13. That's probably the first negative play of the day for the Cavaliers.
It is.
All right, Charlie to the right of Demetrius, shotgun set, twins to the near side. Demetrius claps his hands. He looks, play action fake. He's going to throw it towards the end zone. It's going to be caught by Marcus Mormon for his 2nd touchdown of the day. 23-yard touchdown, 16-yard touchdown by Marcus Mormon. Great play there, Chris.
Had plenty of time to throw the ball also. He could have thrown to the receiver on the other side. I didn't get his number, but it may have been, no, it wasn't Jabari. He was blocking in the backfield. The receiver on the other side was wide open too. Jameer Jones, that's who it was.
All right, so here's the extra point. Andrew Locke in to hold again. Eubanks back to kick. Here's the snap. The hold to kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 5:35 left in the first half, Callaway on top 48-0. We'll take a timeout back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics' goal. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Live here at Callaway Stadium. Marcus Mormon just scoring another touchdown on a Demetrius Coleman touchdown pass. That makes it 3 TD passes tonight for Demetrius. 48-0 Cavs late here in the first half. Callaway kicking off from left to right. Eubanks going to pop it up again around the 24, 23-yard line. That's going to be fair caught. And that kickoff brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick and GMC down in Opelika. And Chris, I think at this point now it's time to call the dogs off, and it's time to get these young pups in there and ready to go.
I'm sitting here looking like I'm trying to see if I can find a starter that's still in. I don't. There he comes out, the last starter right there.
Okay.
Charlie, that was Charlie coming out.
Charlie Dixon coming out. Yep, he's had
it
a
looks
heck
like
of a
the
game.
most of them is reserves, the young guys.
Number 9, Chauncey Bradford is in the game for the Cavaliers. Number 25, Sam Williams is in for the Callaway on defense. A lot of young guys in here.
That Chauncey Bradford's a big kid.
Yeah, just to be a freshman. Cross keys in the I formation. It's going to be a toss swoop to the right side, and he's blown up by number 27 for the Cavs, Trey Stevens. Good pursuit by the young defense.
I thought that first guy that was back there had him. If he'd have got him, it would have been about a 5 or 6 yard loss. But good job by the Cross Keys running back to get it back to the line of scrimmage, or almost to the line, just for a loss of 1.
That is right. So be a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11. Cross Keys in the huddle.
Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11.
All right, they break the huddle. I formation, split wide receivers.
At the 22-yard line. 2nd down.
All right. Here's a snap straight ahead. Play action fake. He's looking. He gets the ball away, and it's almost intercepted. Almost by number 15, Ladarius Williams, the junior outside linebacker for the Cavs. Man, he almost had his first career interception.
He did. On his knees, too. He was on his knees when that one got to him.
So 3rd down and 11 for Cross Keys. And man, it's nice to see these young pups for the Cavs making some plays in the game.
Yeah, and that number 90, he just came out. Caden Prather, he's not usually a starter, but he's a good-looking kid, too. Size, tall, got good size on him.
All right, Cross Keys, I formation. They take the snap, give it straight ahead of their tailback, number 7, and he's just engulfed by the Callaway defense, led by Eli Freeman. Let's see if we can get some more guys on that play. Number 99, Chauncey Bradford for the Callaway Cavaliers. Number 40. And that is Elijah Gunn, another freshman, making plays for the Cavs, Chris.
Yep, got him. I mean, they were swarming just like the starters on all those plays in. 4th down and 9. Let's see if he gets off. Every time he's kicked the ball tonight, it's been pretty kicks.
Number 22 is deep. Number Carlos Billingsley for the Cavs, looking for his first career punt return, Chris.
Yeah, he's one of those youngsters that got in against Stars Mill and had a couple of carries, at running back.
Absolutely.
Looked pretty good.
Here's the snap. The punt. Another line drive kick. Good kick.
Oh, got a great Cross Keys roll.
It's going to roll inside the 35, down to the 32-yard line. Kelly, great punt there by Cross Keys. He's been booing them all night.
Man, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard for Carlos to stand there to stand there and watch that ball roll like that when he wants to pick it up and run it.
Yeah, his training, his coaching tells him to be aggressive. But in a game like this, you're at the point here where you want your guys to play hard, but you also you got to respect the other team that's out there, and it's just a fine line at this point.
Now we got Taylor Smith in the game. I got Demetrius out and
Taylor Smith in at quarterback. Number 37, Amarion Truitt, the freshman, is in at running back. I formation, straight ahead, give to the fullback. He's up to the 40. He's up to the 45 before he's finally tackled. That's number 82, Javion Woodard. No relation to Kerry Woodard.
No relation to Kerry.
But if Kerry Woodard was going to play any position, he'd play fullback.
Oh yeah. He's built for the fullback position.
So, and that's because he's got those lightning wheels. Don't let him fool you. Coach Woodard can still run a sub 4.5 40-yard dash. So nice first down run right there by Javion Woodard from his fullback position. Taylor Smith runs into the huddle with the play. 2:37 left in the ball in the first half. Cal on top 48-0. They have first and 10 on their own 45. Smith, I formation. Here's the snap. He gives it straight ahead to his tailback. He's off left end to the 50, to the 45, 40. He's still running down to the 30, 20, cuts back inside, and he's going to be tackled finally around 11, 10-yard line. Nice physical run right there by number 37, Amarion Truitt. Let's see here. Do we have?
We got a stoppage by the.
Maybe a stop. Oh, for a first down, maybe.
Oh, got a flag.
Uh-oh.
Looks like a 29-yard line got a flag.
So I have a hold on the Cavs, on the young Cavs. A lot of young guys in here getting work right here. So let's just bear with them and watch them work.
I got my binoculars out. I'm having to get some numbers off these guys.
Yeah.
I know just about all of them, but I know them by face and not numbers.
Oh, it's a flag on Cross Keys. Man, that's – I hate
what do you
to
call
say
a horse collar on that?
Horse collar. I probably would have just let that slide right there. I mean, it's – man, that is just unfortunate for Cross Keys. So that's going to be a first down inside the 15 down to the 12-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 12. You can still pick up the first down right here, Chris.
Coach Donay over here giving Smith the play. Taking a minute, better get it in there because he's running out of time. Or they may be finna call timeout.
155, 154. Callaway on top, 48-0 in the first half.
The quarterback, number 16, Taylor Smith.
Taylor Smith breaks the huddle, leads his troops up to the football at the 12-yard line. I formation. Number 37's in the backfield, Amarion Truitt. Here's the snap. They give straight ahead to the fullback, and he's going to plow his way down inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. That's 82, Javion Woodard.
You know, he runs the ball a lot harder than his size. You know what? He runs like a
he's got that wide receiver number.
Yes,
you know?
yes, and he runs, you know, for his size, you wouldn't think he'd run that hard, but he's that Callaway year-round weight room program showing off a little bit right there.
Oh, yeah. And now you're seeing the effects, too, of Coach Woodard at the middle school program building these guys up in 7th and 8th grade. So we're going to have a first down and goal inside the 5, down at the 3. Callaway breaks the huddle. Taylor Smith in at quarterback. I formation. Truitt still in at tail. Here's a snap. The play action fake. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking. He's going to throw the ball, and it's dropped. It's dropped by number 25, Sam Williams. Had it in the end zone for a touchdown. Just looked up before he could corral it.
Yeah, looked like both of them ran the same route, and it went through one's hands, and the other one almost caught it.
They almost pulled an Auburn and got themselves on a deflection.
I tell you, that number 73, that Miles Davis is in this freshman tackle on the left-hand side. Look at that kid, size of him.
Nice-looking kid, number 73. Looks good, too. Number 60 looks good. Got a bright future here, Chris. All right, Smith under center.
Oh, got offside.
I formation, and, Cross Keys jumps. I can't move the ball much closer to the end zone right there. It's be encroachment on the defense.
Encroachment on the defense after this is the goal.
Yep, so that's going to be down to the 1-yard line. And there's our friend Terry backing up. I think that right there has made me smile more than anything else in this game. That's one of my favorite videos of all time. Smith's going to get straight ahead to Truitt. He's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Callaway. Number 37, Amarion Truitt, freshman, with his first varsity touchdown of his career.
Good-looking drive by the young guys right there.
Absolutely.
Good blocking by the line and good running by the backs.
So that is going to 32 seconds left in the first half. Callaway top 54-0 right now, pending the extra point. Callaway back to kick the extra point. Andrew Locke in to hold. Blake Eubanks in to kick. And here's the snap. The hold. The kick is up. And the kick is good.
This looked like the defensive back and the defensive end on this side were offside for Cross Keys.
Going to decline it and accept the extra point. See what they decide to do here. I think you are right there, Chris.
And forced on the kickoff.
Oh, so they have to re-kick. Okay. All right. So we're going to retry the extra point. Andrew Locke in to hold. Eubanks in to kick. All right. We line up. Here's the snap. The hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 32 seconds left in the first half, Callaway on top 55-0. We're going to take it back to the station for a timeout. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Mooseman from Glenn Smith and Opelika. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football. We also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We salute the team, coaches, band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and fans. We are proud to be your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 600 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Live here at Callaway Stadium, where young Marion Truitt just plunges in from 1 yard out for Callaway. Extra point is good. Scores 55-0. Cavs on top with 32 seconds left. Here's our kickoff, brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick and GMC. It's going to be fair caught inside the 30 by Cross Keys. And, Chris, like you said before we went to break, really nice drive there by the young guys.
Look good. Like I said, look good with the offensive line blocking. Everything, seemed like it was in sync. Didn't have any holding calls. That drive, I don't think.
I don't think there was any penalties.
So it looked good for the young fellas out there, showing some. No matter what the score is, they still playing like I said. They tired of playing against Callaway's offense and defense.
That's
they
right.
want to hit somebody else.
They're tired of hitting the upperclassmen.
Yes, they want to hit somebody else.
So it's going to be a first down and 10 at the 28-yard line for Cross Keys. I wouldn't be shocked if they just take a knee and go into the half right here. I formation, split wide receivers. Quarterback wipes his hands. He's going to take the snap. He's going to give it straight ahead to his tailback, number 34, who gets out to the
pretty good hole
34,
right there.
35-yard line there, Chris. Nice burst. That might have been their best run of the night right there.
Had a good hole right there. Line opened up a good hole for the back on that one.
So time is ticking.
Got an update on the Rockmart Heard County score. Halftime, Heard County leads Rockmart 14-13.
Wow. After the 61-7 beatdown they got by Hateville last week, I didn't see this one coming. All right, that'll conclude the first half of play. Callaway on top 55-0 over Cross Keys. We'll talk about the first half when we come back, but before that, we'll take a full timeout back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
You're listening to an Eagles Nest Incorporated station, Eagle Sports, WLAG AM LaGrange, and W245AW FM LaGrange.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to Wellstar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At Wellstar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
Isn't life crazy? One day, your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam is a runaway success.
Yes, I got accepted.
But that's life. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. No worries, your State Farm agent is here in all of life's moments, the good and the not so good, to help life go right. So good day, bad day, any day, let's talk.
State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody. Live here at Callaway Stadium. I'm Andrew Caraway. Callaway all over Cross Keys in the first half, 55-0. A couple of highlight runs by Tank Bigsby in the first half. A couple of touchdown passes from Demetrius Coleman to Marcus Mormon and Jameer Jones. And here we are with our halftime score, 55-0. I'm joined here in the booth by Athletic Director of Callaway, Eric Woods. Coach, thanks for joining us, man.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to get on here and plug some of the exciting stuff we got going on at Callaway here over the next couple of weeks.
Well, we talked about the volleyball team being tied for first. That's a shout out to the Lady Cavs, and also the big cross country meet we have at the school tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Well, we have that cross country course. We started developing it a few years ago, and we've had a couple meets at the school, but we've never hosted an invitational. We have 12 schools coming in tomorrow. It's going to start up, the schools are going to arrive between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. We'll try to start running at 8:30. It's just a big day for cross country, and it's something we've never done at the school.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about it. And on the heels of that, our volleyball team, for the first time ever, is going in this late in the season undefeated. We have a big matchup down at Jordan this week. They're currently tied with us for the number 1 spot.
Okay.
So
shout out.
And we're hosting the area volleyball tournament this year on the 5th of October. That's a Saturday, and we've never hosted a volleyball tournament. So
wow.
Big stuff for us this year going on.
Yeah.
Our softball team played Heard County yesterday. Now, softball-wise, Heard County's number 2 in the state, Bremen's number 6, and Lamar's number 10.
Strong region.
Strong region. But we in the 5th inning, it was 12-11, Heard over us, and we played them tough. Eventually wound up falling 19-11 in 7 innings. But our girls are hitting the ball well. We got some young pitching that's starting to come on, and hopefully by the time the region tournament rolls around, we'll be able to make a little noise.
Yeah, a lot of great things going on at Callaway, and it sounds like the softball team has our old baseball region from back in the day when we had Heard County and Pike County and Lamar County and Manchester.
And
so many good teams.
All we're missing now is Pike, and it is good. It's very good. We as far as the sports go right now, we're getting ready to move a little bit closer to October. We're gonna have basketball starting up. We're gonna have wrestling starting up. We got to finish up these fall sports. Of course, the big thing on everybody's mind is we have Troop next week here at the stadium.
Yep, big one next week.
We'll be the home team for that this year. So we'll be here on our normal side, press box side. Tickets are going to be on sale at both Troop and Callaway. Pre-game sales will be $8. Tickets at the gate will be $10. It's going to be a big night. They're ranked pretty high up in Quad A. We're sitting, depending on what poll you want to look at, 2, 3, or 4 in Double A. It's going to be a big night. And on the heels of that, we've got homecoming the next week against Temple.
Yep.
So we get to spend the entire month of September here at Callaway Stadium. We get Temple down here on a Thursday night for homecoming, which means our parade in Hogansville is going to be on Wednesday night.
Okay.
And Miss Allen has forms at the school. If anybody wants to participate in the parade, they can come pick up a form from her and get it filled out, and we'll get them a slot in the parade on Wednesday night.
Well, that sounds good to me. Well, Coach, if you want to stay with us for another segment, we'll talk some more Callaway athletics on the other side. We'll take another full time out back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit 1FFC.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Hi friends, it's TOWD at Kia LaGrange. The 2020 Kia Sportage LX is here with all new updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rivals vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power of the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today and take a look, take a test drive, take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Sign number 111569. See Kia LaGrange for complete details.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody. Live here at Callaway Stadium, where Callaway's on top, 55-0 at the half over Cross Keys. I'm still joined here by Athletic Director of the Cavs, Eric Woods. Coach, we were talking about Pike County a little bit before we went to the break, so I wanted to ask you some hypotheticals here, with football scheduling. And I asked some of the coaches, Coach Glisten and Coach Gibbs, about this on my podcast, about some future games and like some teams you might want to play in the future or would be fun. I think kind of rekindling that rivalry with Pike County might be fun in the future to do.
Well, what's always fun about scheduling is the fact that when you get pretty good, and fortunately we've been good for a while now, it gets harder and harder to find people that want to play.
That is a big problem, yes.
It's a huge problem. I mean, when you're looking out there and, the only schools that are calling you are Lovett and Thomasville, it kind of wears on you. I'll tell you a story, and I hope I'm not, betraying anybody's confidence here, but we tried to schedule Smith Station the last scheduling go-round that we had. Well, they didn't want to play us, so they wound up playing Fitzgerald. Now, Smith Station is nowhere geographically near Fitzgerald. They're much closer to us, but they chose that trip rather than ours.
Man.
Yeah, so, I mean, it just gets, the more success you have, it's harder and harder to find these games. Fortunately here in the county, Troop and LaGrange have been willing to play us.
Yep.
Depending on what happens with region, I think some of our region opponents may want to keep playing. No one knows the cutoffs right now. No one knows who's going to be in single A, double A, or triple A. FTE won't be done until the first week in October. So there's a lot of speculation right now about where people are going to be. I can pretty much guarantee I think that the Columbus schools will all be moving up, so we'll lose Jordan and Spencer in that. But I don't know where we'll land, and I don't know who will land there with us.
Do you think we'll stay in double A or move up to triple? Because I know we've played triple A in the past.
We have.
For 2 seasons.
Yeah, actually 4 seasons.
That's right.
We did 4 full up there, and I don't know. We are so close to what people perceive to be the line. And it's funny because you'll see people say, well, this school's staying, this school's going. I read a blog post online that had, Pepperell staying in AA and us going to AAA, which is crazy because Pepperell has more students than we do.
Yeah.
So it's just no one really knows until the GHSA figures out the multiplier, which right now is at 2.0, 1.75, depending on what day of the week it is. And then, you find out from, what the FTE counts are. They want the percentages at a certain one for each classification. And single A is going to become the biggest classification because of the private-public split. We won't know. I mean, we're one of those schools that we could go either way. We could go AAA or we could go AA. Geographically, I kind of hope we stay AA just because I think a lot of our traditional playing schools will wind up in AA.
Yeah, like Heard County and Lamar County, those guys right there.
Yeah, Heard, Lamar, Bremen. I think all those, will pretty much stay there. AAA, you start, doing travel. I like the AAA region we were in years ago, but you talk about it was straight up and down 27 from LaGrange to Rome almost.
Yeah.
And you start hitting Cedartown, Rockmart, Pepperell, you're putting a lot of miles on a bus.
Yeah, and you throw Best Academy up there, having to go up there as well, too. So, yeah, I was, one thing I really like what Coach Wiggins and you have done is we don't play any AA teams out of region. We play higher classification teams. We've played teams like Harris County, Upson Lee, Handley, Opelika.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other teams maybe over in Alabama, maybe further in, that we would maybe look at playing over towards middle Alabama?
Well, it's interesting that you bring that up because if you know the last 2 spring games that we've had to play, we've had to go to Alabama.
And that's exactly why I brought that up.
And we have not been able to schedule. And we are always looking. We get offers every now and then. They'll have the big Saturday events where they'll have 4 games. Can you come over and play this game? And sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. we played at Jacksonville State for a spring game on a Saturday. That was part of a big showcase, and then we were able to play down in Troy. And that Troy event actually was about a 4-day event that they had. So, we do get invites from Alabama, and as long as the travel isn't too bad, it's worth going over there because you see a different type of competition. And, the rivalry with Opelika has been good. You talk about, we won the first one in a close game. We lost the second one. But, it's close. It's a good fan base for both schools.
Yeah, I was really impressed with them down there. They put on a really good show.
They do. And it's, and we've actually gotten to, and if you go a little further down the chain here, the middle schools are playing Alabama schools. My son was an 8th grader last year, and we went to Auburn, we went to Opelika, Smith Station, Central Phoenix City. So, we've branched out the middle schools playing some of those Alabama schools because that's where they can get games and that's where they can get a good level of competition.
Now, I'm fine with playing anybody. Just don't go over to Central. I'll be okay with that. That's a different kind of beast right there. But,
I tell you what, is the way it goes now, it's like, Thursday or Friday's good, but we don't want to play anybody who's got to be a Saturday a lot of times. No. That makes for a long work week. But, we'll play whoever, and it's always been that way. I mean, back in the day, I remember scheduling Lovett when, nobody would schedule them. And we played 4 years against Lovett, and we got better for it. We didn't win them all. We got better for playing Lovett.
Yeah, that's a big thing that I like about our team and what we do, scheduling these big-time opponents. Well, Coach, I appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for talking to us. We'll take another timeout back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on Eagle Sports Network.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Hello, this is Jonathan Moose Matt from Glenn Smith and Opelika. We are proud that we have expanded our lot to an additional 100,000 square feet. We have increased our inventory by over 200 more vehicles. We have the largest inventory ever with over 600 vehicles for you to choose from. Chevrolet, Buicks, and GMCs plus pre-owned vehicles. In our 27th year of serving East Alabama and West Georgia. For the best prices around, come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Isn't life crazy? One day, your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam is a runaway success.
Yes, I got accepted.
But that's life. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. No worries, your State Farm agent is here in all of life's moments. The good and the not so good, to help life go right. So good day, bad day, any day, let's talk.
State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Live here at Callaway Stadium. I'm Andrew Caraway, joined by my broadcast partner, Chris Wheelis. Shout out and thank you to Coach Eric Woods for joining the program. Chris, we talked a little scheduling. We talked a little Callaway sports, so a lot of good stuff going on for the Cavaliers. Now, Chris, you were supposed to go grill us some steaks, some baked potato, some green beans and stuff for this second half, but I just realized we're going to have a running clock. We won't have enough time to eat that.
Well, as I was leaving the bathroom, I looked over there, and they was like, normally at halftime there's 200 or 300 people in line. There was like 14 people in line. They've already put the grill up, the parched pecans and peanuts and all that. He was bagging all that stuff up, fixing to go, and there was a lot of, as you can see down there now, a lot of Callaway fans with their cushions already heading toward the door.
Yeah, I'm happy to see the ones that have stayed, and a lot of them are probably looking to see their kids get their first playing time of the year out here. A lot of young Callaway players playing really good tonight. in their first varsity action of the season. So Callaway on top 55-0. Callaway's back in the end zone warming up here for the second half. So we'll take another full timeout back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagles Sports Network.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendly hometown dealer.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee, number 5656.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back live here at Callaway Stadium. I'm Andrew Caraway with Chris Wheelis. Callaway on top 55-0 as we prepare for the second half. And before we get going with the rest of this halftime show, Chris, I just want to give another shout out to our amazing sponsors, WellStar West Georgia Medical, Emory Clark Holder Clinic of LaGrange, Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick in GMC down in Opelika, Nissan of LaGrange, Kia of LaGrange, First Franklin Financial, State Farm Agent Matt Orr, Synovus, Your Pie of LaGrange. And I also want to say, remind everybody to come join us for the Kia of LaGrange Coaches Show live on Monday nights on the patio at Your Pie in downtown LaGrange from 7 to 9 p.m. Come join us. We'll talk some little fellowship, little football, with the Coaches Show. So it's a lot of fun out there. They got a great setup. They do a great job. 7 o'clock, you got LaGrange College. 7:30, Callaway High School. 8 o'clock, you have Troop. And at 9 o'clock, you have LaGrange High School Grangers. So come join us on the patio at Your Pie for the Key of LaGrange Coaches Show on Monday nights. So, Chris, they got a nice little setup over there for the show. Get you some pizza. I talk to Coach Wiggins. We talk a little football. Get to listen to Earl Chambers, talk to LaGrange College, Coach Glisson, Coach Gibbs. It's a good time down there, so y'all come join us. So I stopped keeping stats because we were scoring so fast. And to our listeners who aren't here, this is an anomaly here, and I'm going to try to word this in a very kind fashion. Cross Keys is completely outmatched in this game. They have scored 6 points all season. They have just been massacred in every game they've played. And, this is a 5A school from Atlanta. It's a diverse group of kids. They've got kids there's over, I think, 80 different languages spoken at the school. There's just a really diverse program they've got over there. So there's a lot of other things that they're good at. Football is probably not one of them, but there's a lot of other sports that they do excel at over there. With the international influence too, soccer. With soccer being such a huge sport, I hear they're very good in soccer. I wouldn't be shocked if they were good in basketball and baseball, sports like that. And soccer, baseball, and basketball are sports that really don't matter the size of the school.
Right.
It's it's one of those sports where the big guys can get taken down by a smaller team.
That's right.
So, but Tank Bigsby putting on a show here in the first half. GPB Sports is here broadcasting the game on TV. They're here to see Tank Bigsby, and Callaway before the game won a sportsmanship award for the 2018-2019 school year. So that was really cool to see for Coach Wiggins.
Yeah, it was. And Coach Wiggins is not one usually, wearing big on wearing about awards and all that kind of stuff. He's kind of like a ABC coach, if I could put it that way. He's real particular about the basics of football, doing what you're supposed to at practice, doing what you do on the field, and he just kind of lets all those accolades and awards, fall where they may.
That's right.
Doesn't set out the start of the year saying, "Hey, we're going to be this, we're going to be that." He keeps his head on the prize at the end of the season,
Yep.
and whatever comes after that, is gravy, so to speak.
Yeah, he's a classic week at a time coach. He's really cut from the Bill Belichick cloth, the Nick Saban cloth, Kirby Smart. Next opponent is the person in our way.
Mm-hmm.
That's who it's all about. It's the next opponent. And it's like it's like what Tom Brady says too. I really like too. Was which ring is your favorite? The next one.
That's
You know?
right.
So
That's right.
you're not worried about what you've done. You're worried about how you get to the next one.
That's
so,
right.
So it looks like Cross Keys is out warming up. Callaway's on their sideline. We got a little bit before the second half starts. We'll take another timeout back to the station. Listening to Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends at TOWD at Kia LaGrange. The 2020 Kia Sportage LX is here with all new, updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rivals vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power of the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today and take a look. Take a test drive. Take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Stop number 111569. See Kia of LaGrange for complete details.
Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics' goal. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Isn't life crazy? One day your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam is a runaway success.
Yes, I got accepted.
But that's life. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. No worries, your State Farm agent is here in all of life's moments. The good and the not so good, to help life go right. So good day, bad day, any day, let's talk.
State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody. Callaway Stadium. We're getting ready to start the second half. Callaway on top 55-0. They're going to be kicking off from left to right to Cross Keys. All kickoffs are brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick and GMC down in Opelika. Here's our kick. It's going to be fair caught. Excuse me, no, he's going to take it at the 31-yard line. He takes it up to the 40. Yeah, nice return there by Cross Keys. They've been fair catching it, that little corner kick all night. So
I like what Coach Wood said a while ago when he was going out the door out of the box. He said, I may go sit with my wife. He said, I've never – and, Coach Wood's been in football a long time.
That's right.
Over 30 years. He said, this will be the first time I've ever sat beside her during a football game.
He's been coaching since I played, and even before that, too. So we had a really good conversation about scheduling, about future opponents, and we'll talk a little bit here about that here in the third quarter. I thought it was a really interesting conversation. All right, Cross Keys sets up shop at their 41-yard line, I formation. Quarterback takes a snap. He gives it straight ahead to number 7. He bounces off right in, and he's up to about the 44, 45-yard line. Nice way to bounce it outside there for Cross Keys.
Yeah, good pursuit by the defense. Looked like Eli Freeman led the charge with a host of other tacklers, and a lot of those guys, other than Eli, I have to look at the sheet to see who they are.
Number 40's in the game, Elijah Gunn. So we're going to try to get these guys a shout out on the radio tonight. So they have earned their spot in the sunshine. So 2nd down and 7 at the 44-yard line of Cross Keys. Cross Keys I formation. Quarterback's going to take the snap, give it straight ahead to his tailback, number 7. He gets through the first line, and he is corralled for about a 1-yard game, setting up 3rd and 6. And I think that was number 88, Hatavius Leslie, on the tackle for the Cavs. Wonder if he's related to Hashan.
His brothers.
His brother.
Q Hashan, yeah, that's his brother.
Okay, and Q Leslie. Yeah, I played with Hashan. He was a grade ahead of me. So good athlete, really good athlete. Looks like number 28 is in the game for the Cavs. Carmelo Burton, he's in at corner. Number 32 is at the other corner. Jarvis Parks. Safety is Kevin Diaz Alfaro. 3rd and 5, I formation. Cross Keys takes snap. They give it straight ahead to their tailback, and he has just destroyed the line of scrimmage and somehow plunges forward for a 1-yard gain.
That was a hard-nosed run. They had him in the backfield. Looked like number 99, Chauncey Bradford, had him for a loss, but Chauncey's a good-sized kid, too. I don't know how he broke away from him.
Yeah, Chauncey's a good-looking kid. Leslie's a lot of good-looking freshmen for these Cavs. So 4th down and 4. See what Cross Keys decides to do. They might go for this, but, man, I don't know if you'd want Callaway to have the ball inside your territory.
Yeah, they're going for it, looks like.
Yeah, can't say I blame them here. So 4th down and 4 for Cross Keys. I formation. Callaway with a four-down defensive front.
We'll try to get them to jump.
Yep, and they're going to call timeout and punt. I probably would have done the same thing. So while we take a timeout, we'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, football fans. This is Jonathan Moosemat from Glenn Smith in Opelika. We are happy to be a sponsor of high school football. We believe that high school athletics builds character among young people, and we are honored to lend our support. This is a great area to live, play, work, worship, and retire. In our 27th year, we are your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 600 new and used vehicles every day. Online at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Eli Freeman.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Cross Keys did decide to go for it on 4th and 4. Quarterback tried to keep it on a little rollout, and he is just blown up and sacked for about a 15-yard loss. So Callaway's offense will set up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line of Cross Keys there, Chris.
That's number 34, Eli Freeman, on that tackle for the Cavaliers.
I've been impressed with him tonight, Chris. He recovered a fumble, and we've called his name a lot from him. He looks like he's playing that outside linebacker position.
Hard-nosed kid. Practices hard.
All right, here comes the Callaway offense. Andrew Locke has entered the game, number 24. He'll play wide receiver. Taylor Smith still in at quarterback, and number 37, Marion Truitt, still in at tail. I formation, twins to the far side. Taylor Smith under center. He's going to take the snap, give it straight ahead. We're going to gain about 4, close to 5 yards on a play. Truitt on the carry, Chris.
That's, if I'm not mistaken, that Truitt's kid is the one that Coach Woodard told me about at the start of the season that played for him.
Okay.
And told me that he was one of the best running backs he'd had in middle school. He's had a lot of good running backs in middle school.
That's saying a lot, too.
Yeah.
Because I think he had Quan Bray, too, in middle school. Yeah. Quan started on varsity at running back. All right, so it's going to be 2nd down and 5. Ball just inside the 31-yard line across Keys. Callaway I formation. Here's a snap. give ahead to the fullback, who makes a man miss. He's to the 25, and he's going to be tackled around the 23-yard line. And that's number 82, Javian Woodard.
Look like we got a Cross Keys player down right here holding his knee. I hope it's nothing serious.
Let's hope he's okay. So while they tend to the injured Cross Keys player, we'll take a quick timeout back to the station, little 30 spot. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
At WellStar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At WellStar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody. The injured Cross Keys players helped off the field. Callaway takes over, toss sweep. He takes it down to the 10, to the 5, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown. That's number 37, Marion Truitt. So Cross Keys had an injured ball player. He was helped off the field during the commercial break. Callaway came out in I formation, a little toss sweep, and Truitt did a really good job of reversing field and scoring there, Chris.
Took it to the house, and that little young line, they opening up some holes for him.
Yeah, I tell you what, number 56 down there looks impressive to me. He looks like Josh Perry. He's a sophomore. He looks like he's got a nice frame to grow into. Number 73, Miles Davis. I think you mentioned him earlier.
Looked like we had one too many guys on the line.
All right, Andrew Locke back to hold the extra point. Here's the snap. The hold, the kick is up, and the kick is no good. Wide to the left. Just barely missed it up there. So 5:15 left in the third quarter. Callaway on top 61-0. We'll take a quick 30 spot back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody. Live here at Callaway Stadium, where Callaway just plunges in from about 20 yards out. Number 37, Marion Truitt on the touchdown. The extra point was no good. Callaway on top 61-0. Callaway back to kick, and in an upset of the century, Charlie Dixon is back to kick for the Cavs. I'm actually really excited to see what happens right here. Here's the kick, and oh my goodness, a little old-fashioned toe kick.
Looks like it. Oh, he got it before it went out of bounds.
He fielded at the 15, and he's going to be tackled around the 25-yard line. Charlie with the old-school toe kick. And that kickoff brought to you by Glenn Smith, Chevrolet Buick and GMC down in Opelika. So, and I've seen, Chris, a lot of people have asked me this week, what's Callaway, a team like Callaway doing playing, a team like Cross Keys? And it's like Coach Wood said at the halftime. Bremen's playing them too. Bremen play. We both went up there last year. They're making a return trip. Is sometimes when you're good in your area, and we've played teams in our area like Harris County, like Handley, like Upson Lee, Opelika. Mm-hmm. It's hard to find games sometimes. To fit your schedule. Cross Keys, I formation. They give it straight ahead of their tailback, and he's going to be stopped by number 59 for the Cavs after a 1-yard gain. That is Jarez Patterson. And like we were saying, Chris, sometimes, the way the schedule works, you've got your LaGrange game scheduled, you got your Troop game scheduled, you got your Opelika. It's hard to find a guy, right there, that who has a schedule that lines up for everybody. So and this happened to be the one game that was available. So you got to do what the GHSA tells you.
Yeah, and like Coach Wood says, when you go to scheduling, that's a tough job.
Yeah.
I remember Coach Wiggins talking about it year in, year out. It's tough to go on after this play. Pretty good run by the Cross Keys running back.
Cross Keys on the I formation.
Oh, they got the ball. We got the ball.
We fumble, Number 99 is going to take it in. That's a big boy touchdown. Chauncey Bradford, the sophomore, is going to run it back.
Oh,
for
we got a
touchdown.
flag on the 2 flags on the play.
Oh, how you can't throw a flag there, man. Let the big boy shine. So
I think it's going to be another horse collar, I think.
Let's see what the call is. Cross Keys was in the I formation, ran a fullback dive. Looked like a nice run, about 6 yards, and we just stripped the ball and take it back for a touchdown. Let's see what the flag is. Chauncey Bradford.
I don't know. There's players running all over the field. I can't tell who's going. Our extra point team had started on. Now they're coming off.
Let's see. Looks like the penalty is going to be on Callaway, the way that they're walking out there. But they did walk off a penalty last week. So here's the call.
After the play, dead ball, personal foul, number 47 on the return team. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Personal foul on
okay.
Callaway.
The touchdown is good. So Chauncey Bradford taking the fumble about 26, 27 yards for the touchdown. The personal foul is going to be called on number 47, Zy Gray. He's just a freshman. I didn't see anything egregious out there. Maybe he just, got a little excited on the play and started jawing to one of the other kids. So after the touchdown is good, we are lined up for the extra point. Eubanks has been busy tonight. All right, here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up.
Fumble snap.
Fire snap. And Andrew Locke is going to carry it into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. So it looked like it was just a bad snap. He did a great job.
He rolled it back to him.
So 69-0, 40 seconds left here in the third quarter.
And as we were picking up back on the scheduling, as you were saying a while ago, as Coach Wood said, we had got in touch with Smith Station, I think it was a couple of years.
Yeah.
And instead of Smith Station traveling, 45 minutes to play us or us going down there, they went to Fitzgerald, which is way down in South Georgia. So it all has to do with what fits in each team's scheduling. But I do like what Coach Wood said, and you were saying when Coach Wood was being interviewed at halftime. I do like the idea of Callaway going with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams.
Exactly, and we'll pick up on that conversation on the other side. As the third quarter closes, Callaway on top 69-0.
The clock is on all zeros.
Let's see, are they going to – okay, they're switching sides. So we'll take a quick 30 spot back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. At TOWD at Kia LaGrange, the 2020 Kia Sportage LX is here with all new, updated interior and exterior style and comfort on the inside that rivals vehicles twice the price. State-of-the-art technology, lots of power of the hood, and room in the back for luggage, coolers, and the dogs. All this for only $20,990. Come by today and take a look. Take a test drive. Take one home. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Stop number 111569. See Kia LaGrange for complete details.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody. Live here at Callaway Stadium. Callaway ends the third quarter on top 69-0, and they will kick off going from right to left across Keys. They feel at the 25-yard line. They're up to the 35 to the 40, and they're going to be tackled around the 44, 43-yard line. That kickoff brought to you by Glenn Smith, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC down in Opelika. And, Chris, like you were saying, our conversation that we've been having, kind of going back and forth about the schedule, it even goes into college. Your favorite teams. Auburn's playing the cupcake this week. Georgia's playing a cupcake. Alabama's playing. It happens. Alabama's not going to go schedule 12 Power 5 teams. They're not going to go play an SEC schedule and then play Texas and Oklahoma and Ohio State. That's just not. It's just not possible. This isn't the NFL. And with high school football, there's budgets. You want to kind of stay close to home sometimes. And, it's just, like Coach Wood said, it's hard when you're good to find people that want to play you, especially being a AA team.
Right. And I mean, that's like, after this play, looks like a gain of about 5. But, with the teams that go to Alabama and play, Georgia play, Auburn, Clemson, teams like that, those smaller teams, as usually referred to as cupcakes, they can make, $1-2 million, and that will run their whole athletic program for the whole year. Not just football, but everything.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of hard to pass up. If you're a Georgia State or a Montana, Colorado State, somebody like that's hard to pass up when you can play one game and it'll finance your whole
season.
Yeah.
Yeah. pays everybody's salary. So here's the toss sweep to the right, and oh my
man.
goodness, just destroyed around the 45-yard line for maybe a loss of 4, maybe 5 yards. That's me a third down.
Number 39 for Callaway, he blew that one up in the backfield. We don't have a 39 on here.
We don't have a 39 on our roster, so hate we couldn't give him a shout out.
Whoever it was, he blew it up.
Greg Gates, another freshman, comes off the field. So yeah, kind of moral of the story is you can snicker and point fingers and laugh and and say, well, why is Callaway playing a team like this? Well, Callaway played Opelika, Callaway played LaGrange, Callaway's playing Troop next week.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna question scheduling, let's also praise good scheduling too. They've played teams in the past like Upson Lee, Harris County. They go up over to Handley, and trying to schedule teams like Smith Station. They're going out of their way to schedule big games. So here's the third down play. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to be tackled.
That's a heck of a run. He's close to right at the first down marker.
Javian Parks, number 17, with the stop for the Cavs, and I think they're going to give him forward progress for a first down. Yes, and that'll be the first down of the game for Cross Keys on a nice 10-yard run.
That was a hard run right there by the quarterback.
Yep, nice run right there. So it'll be first down and 10 to go at the Callaway 45-yard line. I think this is the first time they've been in Callaway territory all night. It might be the first time they've been in Callaway territory like ever.
Yeah.
Since I've seen some of these games. So.
But you got to give it to them, man. They're still playing hard, still
fighting.
Still fighting.
All right, I formation at the 45. Here's a snap. He's going to drop back to pass. He's looking, and he's got a man, number 2, and he overthrows him. That ball's almost intercepted by number 31 for the Cavs, and I don't have his number. Man.
He had number 2, Victor Corman, on
a slant.
On a slant. He was wide open, just overthrew him a little bit.
All right, so that's going to set up a 2nd and 10. But I'm excited for what Coach Wiggins does. He goes out of his way. We're a 2A team, and our non-region schedule is nothing but 4 and 5A teams. Mm-hmm. Not a whole lot of teams say that. Can say that about their schedule. All right, I formation, 2nd down and 10 at the Callaway 45. Cross Keys drops back to pass, looking. He's got pressure. He's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to be tackled by number 47 for the Cavs and number 24, Andrew Locke, in on the tackle, as well as Zy Gray on the tackle for the Cavs. That's going to set up a 3rd down and a long 2.
Another pretty good run by the quarterback.
Yeah, quarterback's making some nice runs late in this game. And tell you what, Andrew Locke's been impressive with with his holding on extra points, and he scored a 2-point conversion earlier. So he's got a lot of speed. All right, I formation, ball inside the Callaway 40-yard line at 38. Here's a snap. Gives straight ahead to the fullback. He's got the first down and more down to the Callaway 31, maybe 32-yard line. We got a mouthpiece out. I tell you, when I played football, there was nothing worse than losing your mouthpiece and picking it up off the ground and putting it right back in your mouth. Oh my goodness, that didn't taste good.
9 times out of 10, it had those little black rubber pellets on it.
And then it would get in your mouth. Yeah. Nothing like that. Oh.
There was another one.
There's the mouthpiece. We won't call them out on that, but man, I feel bad for that taste. Look at these young guys. They're just in these stances, ready to go. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Cross Keys, I formation. Here's the snap. He drops back to pass. He's got pressure by Locke. He throws an out route. It's complete to number 2. Breaks a tackle at the 25. He's going to be brought down at the 20, maybe the 19-yard line, Chris. Nice little play.
That was a good play by the quarterback. Had time to throw the ball on that one.
And I did a good job in pass pro right there. We brought somebody on the blitz.
The running back picked up the blitz.
Yeah, great job picking up the blitz. So 60.
I mean, they running 4 or 5 of these youngsters off at a time. I don't know how they're keeping up with.
They just look so happy to be out there right now, contributing, wearing that Callaway red and black. All right, 1st and 10 at the Callaway 19. Cross Keys is threatening in the red zone. I formation. Here's the snap. He drops back to pass. He's looking. He's got time. He throws it in. It's intercepted. Intercepted by the Cavs. And he brings it up. And he's going to be tackled at the 25-yard line. Let's check the number on that. Number 48 for the Cavaliers. That's going to be Davian Johnson, a freshman linebacker. He just sat there in zone coverage and made a good play.
Yeah, made a good play on it. Had a pretty decent return on it, too.
So incredible.
Well, it looked like we got a Cross Keys guy getting a little bit of help getting off the field.
That's that fullback that's been having a good game, number 42 for Cross Keys. So let's.
He went down.
Okay, he's down on the ground. Looks like a leg injury. So we're going to take a quick timeout back to the station. You're listening to Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back to Callaway Stadium. Fourth quarter, Callaway on top 69-0 with 5:28 left in the ball game. And it looks like the injured Cross Keys player is taken onto the sideline. So it looked like just a cramp there, Chris. So it looks like he'll be okay. So Callaway coming off the interception by number 48, Davian Johnson, sets up 1st and 10 at their 29-yard line. New quarterback in for the Cavs, number 17, Javian Parks. He takes the I formation snap and gives it straight ahead to number 43. He fights his way up to the 30-yard line. 43 is a commit Settles, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce his first name, but Mr. Settles.
Another freshman running back.
Nice carry, fights his way up for about a 5-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 5 at the 30. Let's see who else is in the game here. Number 41 is in at wide receiver, Colin Messerly. Parks under center. Takes the snap. It gives it straight ahead to the tailback on delays up to the 30 before he gets wrapped up around the 31-yard line by Cross Keys. I tell you what, Parks at quarterback has led to some good stuff for the Cavaliers in the past.
Yes. When, who was it, Stars Mill? We were playing, and he come in at quarterback. I think they scored 2 or 3 touchdowns when he was in.
That's right. And then you have to think, too, back in the day, Tez and Ricky Parks in at quarterback for the Cavs. So a lot of good things happen when a Parks is playing quarterback. So it's 3rd down and 4. Parks under center, I formation. He takes a snap. It's a toss sweep to 43. He looks like he's going to have the 1st down and more. He's up to the 40 before he's finally tackled, and we got a flag out. We'll see what the call is. 2
flags on the play, one over there where the tackle was made and one back here in the middle of the field.
So I have a holding on the Cavs. Let's check the flag. A lot of flags tonight, so, but that's hey, as Coach Williams going to say, another reason to go back to work and get better.
That's right.
In a game like this, you can get away with it, but against Troop, every flag's going to be precious.
That's right. It'll be cleaned up by then.
Okay.
Holding number 33 on the offense.
Holding 33.
Holding number 74 on the offense.
Holding 74. Okay. So it looks like they're going to accept the holding in the backfield, which will set up a 3rd and probably 14 or 15. And speaking of Troop, they had a nail biter last night against Harris County. That's one of the best games I've seen this year.
I was keeping up with it on Facebook, and that was a nail biter right there toward the end. The ball would have rolled a couple of different ways. Harris County would have got the W on that one, but great job out of Coach Glisson and the Troop Tigers on picking up the win against Harris County last night.
All right, number 31 is in for Callaway to be the quarterback. I don't have a number on that. He takes the I formation step. He's going to take a keeper around left end. He's up to the 30. He's going to fight his way up to the 34-yard line. That's going to set up. Man, he might be close to a 1st down. We'll see where they spot it, Chris. I think he's pretty close.
They got him right on the.
I think they're going to go for this regardless. 4th down and, a credit card.
They're calling it 1st.
Okay, 1st down. 1st down Cavs. So nice run there by the quarterback. All right, 31 comes back in. I wish I had his name. I just don't have a 31 on my roster. All right, I formation. Wide receiver split to each side. Here's a toss sweep to the right side, and he's going to be met in the backfield by Cross Keys. My goodness. He's just so small out there. Number 43 Settles on the carry. He gets knocked down by number 22 for Cross Keys.
Yeah, he blew that one up in the backfield. That's good pursuit.
All right, a loss of about 7 on the play, 2nd and 17. All right, 2 minutes left in the ball game. Running clock. Callaway on top 69-0 over Cross Keys. All right, Callaway, I formation. Split wide receiver. Here's a snap. It gives straight ahead to the tailback, and he's got a lot of room. He's to the 30, to the 35, and he's going to finally be wrapped up around the 37-yard line. We might have a face mask. We'll see what the call is. No face mask. So 42 on the carry. Dre Jennings, sophomore running back for the Cavs. I like games like this, Chris, because a lot of young guys getting their name called.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Making plays. We didn't get a lot of games like this when I played because a lot of times we were in close dog fights and we weren't quite good enough to blow anybody out yet. Shows you how far Coach Wiggins has brought this program. All right, third down, a long 8 to go. Ball resting at the 37-yard line of Callaway. The Cavs I formation under center. And we're going to take a knee, run out the clock. That's going to probably do it right there. The last 30 seconds will tick off. And our final from Callaway Stadium, Callaway on top 69-0 over Cross Keys. So we're going to take a full timeout back to the station. We'll come with the post-game show. Listen to Callaway Cavalier football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics Gold. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Moosemat from Glenn Smith and Opelika. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football. We also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We salute the team, coaches, band, the cheerleaders, and, of course, the families and fans. We are proud to be your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 600 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Now back to the field for Callaway Cavaliers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back to Callaway Stadium, where Callaway has throttled Cross Keys 69-0 is your final here at Callaway Stadium. So, what you can take from this game is just things that you have to work on. The opponent, it was like a hot knife through butter. This kind of opponent, we knew this was going to be a game like this. And it's just kind of a tune-up, kind of a bye week to get your starter some rest, and because we got a big one next week against Troop.
Oh, yeah, got a big one coming up next weekend. We want to invite everybody out. Get here early to get you a good seat, because I can promise you both sides are going to be standing room only. And then, if you can't make it out here, give us a listen, on the Eagle Sports Station.
That's right.
We'll be here calling that game play-by-play. Be an exciting game. Coach Glisson's got his team, in the top 10 in the state, just across town over there at Troop High School. And
doing a phenomenal job.
Coach Wiggins has got the Cavaliers, number 2?
Yeah, number 2.
Number 2 in the state.
Yep,
so
the Cavs are number 2 in AA, and Troop is number 3.
Yeah, so it's going to be a good battle.
So, and they're as high as number 2 in 4A as well. So Troop is going to be the toughest test of the season. And you play teams like Opelika and like LaGrange to get ready for a game like this. But you win this game, you're county champs. and you get a head start on that revenge tour from last year because Troop taking care of Callaway last year. I believe the final score was 37-20.
Right.
It wasn't really the score wasn't really that bad. There was a late touchdown scored in that game last year when it was 30-20, about a minute left. But I know Callaway's really going to come out ready to play that way in that one, and we've seen them play at their best.
Yes.
Against LaGrange. So, like you said, it's going to be a really tough matchup because Coach Glisson does a great job.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And Coach Wiggins, have Callaway ready to play. I'm sure they'll have a tough week of practice. These guys will practice hard like they do all the time. Coach Donay with the offense will be tuning in those offensive plays, and then Coach Hub will be doing the same thing, on the defense, and hopefully come out and be a good game.
Yeah, absolutely. So we hope to see you all there, and for all of our amazing sponsors, we want to say thank you for the bottom of our heart for sponsoring the show and the station, allowing us to bring Callaway football, Troop football, LaGrange football to all you guys out there. So we got a big one next week, like Chris said. We hope to see you here. Be loud, be proud, and we'll see you guys then. So for my broadcast partner, Chris Wheelis, I'm Andrew Caraway, and this has been Callaway Cavalier Football on the Eagle Sports Network.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www